And now beginning Game 2 of the second series, we take it over to Toronto, where the Toronto Blue Jays have a couple brand new faces on this team in Cal Raleigh and Brandon Nimmo. And they'll be playing the Pittsburgh Pirates, who last time nearly had a no-hitter against Toronto with Yuri Perez on the mound. Today it'll be Logan Webb taking charge once again for Toronto after the loss last time against Detroit. And for Pittsburgh will be George Kirby, but it will be Logan Webb on the mound to start this game. Cal Raleigh gets the nod to start behind the plate. And leading off for Pittsburgh will be Freddie Freeman. First offering for this big game for Toronto, looking for their first win of the season after starting 0-3. It'll be a sinker finding the outside edge for strike one. The 0-1 now to Freeman. Sinker inside. 1-1 the count. Change up outside. 2-1 now to Freeman, as he's only, I don't even think he's swung at one of these pitches so far, but let's see if that changes here. 2-1. Fastball inside. 2-2. Freeman looking for a good swing and a drive to get the Pirates on the board. Let's see. That'll be hit over to the first baseman of Guerrero, who will run over and make the tag at first in plenty of time for the first out. Good play there by Guerrero, and this will be the batting order for Pittsburgh. It'll be over to Ketel Marte up next, Yordan Alvarez, Rafael Devers, O'Neill Cruz, Michael Harris II, Brian Reynolds, Andrew McCutcheon, and Jonah Heim will start this one for Pittsburgh. And it will be now over to Ketel Marte. As the next offering from Webb. Fastball, that one goes just high, ball one. The 1-0. Swung on over to the right side. That one will be fielded by the second baseman. Stott, thrown over to first in plenty of time for the second out. As it'll now go over to Yordan Alvarez, the left fielder. As a halfway decent half inning so far here defensively for the Jays. Webb seems to be doing all right at the mound for the time being. That one swung on and fouled to the left for strike one. I think the biggest worry with this Toronto side is they haven't put any runs on the boards in the recent games. Shut out by Pittsburgh, shut out by Detroit in the game before that. And it's just been a difficult time at the plate for Toronto so far. That one hit down the line. Guerrero can't come up with it, and we get a base hit here. And a man on first will be Yordan Alvarez. It's over to the third baseman, Rafael Devers, at cleanup. As Webb will allow his first hit of the game. So the first offering to Devers, swung on foul behind for strike one. And now the 0-1. Sinker outside, 1-1 the count. Next offering from Webb. Swung on over to the shortstop of Witt Jr., who can't come up with it. And that will have to go down as an error against Bobby Witt Jr. as the runner makes it to first. As Bobby Witt, E6. Not ideal. That one should have been realistically a routine play there. Has a little trouble getting on top of it on the backhander. I think it hit the kind of heel of his palm there, maybe into his wrist, and that is for the reasoning that Devers has been able to reach first. It's over to O'Neill Cruz. Still 2 outs here, top of the first. First offering, slider outside. And the 1-0 now. Change up, low and inside, goes for strike one. The next offering to Cruz. Change up low and away, fouled behind for strike two. Next offering to Cruz. Sinker. Taken for ball two. 2-2 now the count. Changeup goes low, and we got a full count here with Michael Harris II on deck. A walk here will load the bases. Dangerous position here for Webb. Let's see if he gets out of this jam. And swung on for strike three. The changeup will get Cruz. And Logan Webb and the Jays survive not being scored on to the bottom of the inning. As due up for Toronto will be Bobby Witt Jr., Manny Machado, and Mike Trout, with Brandon Nimmo batting the four-hole in his debut for the team. On the mound for the Pirates will be George Kirby, his first start this season. Should be a fun one, this. And he'll have to go against a pretty power-heavy top five in the order here for Toronto, leading off with Bobby Witt Jr. First offering from Kirby this season. Curveball low and inside for strike one. And so the 0-1 now. Swung on for strike two as the slider will get wet. And now the 0-2. Swung on and again hit well, but this is the recurring problem here from Toronto. They cannot hit straight into the field. Swung on, that will be fouled behind as well. Those big open patches of grass out there, that's called the outfield. That's where you want to hit the ball. Toronto insists on hitting it over to where all the people are sitting. That one is hit in the air out to left, making it there to make the catch in plenty of time is Yordan Alvarez. It will now be over to Manny Machado, followed by Trout, Brandon Nimmo, his debut, Vladimir Guerrero, Teoscar Hernandez, George Springer, Bryson Stott, and Cal Raleigh also making his debut today. That'll round out the batting lineup for Toronto. First offering to Machado. Fastball down the middle, held for strike one. The 0-1 now from Kirby. That one swung on and fouled to the right. Oh, 0-2. That one inside, but swung on. That bat kept alive here for Machado on the fastball. 0-2 now the count. 1-2 now as Machado holds on that one. And the 1-2 from Kirby. Swung on into the air into the bleachers once more, and we'll do it again. The 1-2 now. Swung on and hit pretty well out to left center. That will get through for a base hit. Trickles towards the wall as Machado could be moving to second. And he will make it into second base. Manny Machado with the double here for Toronto. Well, come as you'd like. Nice hit over the shortstop and into the grass. Nicely done for Machado. And now with the runner in scoring position, it's over to Mike Trout, followed by Brandon Nimmo. Up first, though, Mike Trout looking for his first home run of the season. Let's see what he can do. First offering, fastball. That one looked in the zone to me. Home plate umpire does not agree. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 here. That fastball will be inside. 2-0 the count. No. 2-0 from Kirby. We'll move to 3-0 as the fastball low and inside. It's Brandon Nimmo on deck at the designated hitter slot, making his first at-bat for the club. The 3-0. That will walk Trout for ball four. Runner on first and second. And pretty much if Nimmo gets anything onto this, he could definitely have a run on the board for Toronto. He does not want to hit it on the ground. And anything else, and he might just have a run. First offering to Nimmo. That one's hit well. Out near the wall. That one will absolutely score at least one run. Back at the wall. Relay throw will not be thrown in. And Toronto have the first run on the board for them in 2 games. As Brandon Nimmo, an RBI double on his first pitch, the first swing, and his first at-bat for the first game for Toronto. that is exactly what the Blue Jays needed there. Maybe get some momentum going, something they haven't had in such a long time. Next offering to Guerrero, caught on a line by the third baseman of Rafael Devers. That one absolutely smacked off the bat of Guerrero, but it will fall right to the glove of Devers. Beautiful catch, and I tell you what a play to be made at the hot corner, only being able to react in just enough time. As now it'll be over to Teoscar Hernandez, the left fielder here, with a runner on second and third. Sorry, first and second. No, I was right the first time. Second and third. Second and third, two runners in scoring position here for Hernandez. Let's see what he can do. The 1-0, hit on the ground over the shortstop, making the throw over to first in plenty of time for the third out, but Brandon Nimmo, the first run on the board for Toronto in 2 games, and they will lead 1-0 as we make our way to the second. Well, that's exactly the kind of start to a season you want there for Nimmo. His first start, he was drafted by St. Louis, wasn't going to be used in the package deal for Walker Buehler, Kyle Schwarber, and then the rights to Bretton Doyle. Once the league moves over to 25, Doyle a Golden Glove outfielder. Larry Bullard behind home plate. 1-1 here to Harris. So the 1-1. Swing and a drive, foul. The 1-2 now. Fastball just inside, 2-2. Next offering to Harris. Change up low and inside, held on for ball 3 as it's over to Brian Reynolds after this one. Swung on up the middle, and it will be caught on a line by Bobby Witt Jr. for the first out.
The designated hitter, Brian Reynolds.
It's now over to Brian Reynolds. Fastball on the bottom edge for strike 1. Currently on deck for Pittsburgh will be Jonah Heim, the catcher. But for now, the 0-1 to Reynolds. Swung on, hit pretty well. That will get through for a base hit, as being able to collect it in time and make it in there. We got a runner on first. It'll now be over to Andrew McCutchen. Well, runner on first now for McCutchen. Top of the second, only just the 1 out. Let's see if Webb is able to maybe even pitch to a double play ball here. That would be ideal. The 1-0. Change up, not swung on. It'll go 1-1 as McCutchen didn't like that. 29th pitch of the game here for Webb. Slider outside, 2-1. Next offering, swung on and the bat shatters. That one will be pulled foul anyway. Count moves to 2-2. Chop behind, we'll do it again. Two and two from Webb. Change up outside, we got a full count with Jonah Heim on deck. Only 1 out here. Runner on first, double play ball, I would say in play. If this one is finds the bat. 3-2, swung on, fouled behind. Kept alive again. And the next offering from Webb. Down the middle, hit over to the right side, foul again. We'll do it again. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat here, which is a lot. 3-2 the count. Swung on, hit over to Guerrero. 3-6, back over to 3. Runner will be safe at first, as it was Logan Webb covering first base there. The throw was not in time, but at least they'll get one on the force out. McCutchen will reach on fielder's choice. Good play from Guerrero. Back over to Witt. A little bit of a spin from Witt and thrown back over to Webb, standing at first. That'll be the second out. Runner still on first now. It's over to Jonah Heim with 2 outs here, top of the second. First offering change up low in the zone for strike 1. And that offering hit up the middle over to Bobby Witt. Can he make the play at second? Yes, he will, and that will retire the side. And Toronto looking pretty good right now. And next up for Toronto will be George Springer, Bryson Stott, and Cal Raleigh, the bottom 3 in the order for Toronto, as we go back over to them. Beginning the bottom of the second now, it's up with George Springer. First offering, slider low for ball 1. One and 0. Hit well in the air out to right center, racing back at the wall and making the catch by the warning track. That was a what's the word I'm looking for? Slightly anticlimactic there as Michael Harris making the catch. It's over now to Bryson Stott. That one's going to be swung on out to the left side, but will trickle foul. That was a good contact there. If only he could have at least hit the pole, and that would have brought in his run at least, but it'll be 0-1 now to Stott. The 0-1. That one swung on and hit well into the corner out in right. That one will go for extra bases. Trickles into the corner near the wall. Stott is over to second. And that's going to be a double for Bryson Stott. And it's now over now to Cal Raleigh in his first at-bat for the club. Beautifully placed hit. It's a shame there was no runners on there because that would have absolutely scored them. And it's first at-bat for the team, the catcher Cal Raleigh. First offering is a fastball low and away for ball 1. Runner in scoring position, bottom of the second with just the 1 out still. That one swung on, hit on the handle. Racing over forward is the shortstop and making the catch as Cruz will be able to get over to that one in plenty of time on just a measly little pop out there for Raleigh. But it'll now be over to Bobby Witt Jr. with a runner on second with 2 outs. First offering to Witt. That one swung on, hit really well into the grass. Throw could be headed home, and it will. Throw will be in plenty of time, and that will end the inning. As Springer gets a little bit too confident, Bryson Stott tried to round third. He probably was better just holding up, and he didn't, and the catch was applied at home. And that will end the inning, as it's back over now to Freddie Freeman to start the third. Well, this probably should be a 2-0 game here for Toronto. Base running, as we've said. Bit aggressive there, and it's cost him. Freddie Freeman grounded out in the first. Let's see what he can do here in a second at-bat of the day. Circle change outside, 2-0. Change up that time found the inside edge, I thought, but according to the home plate umpire, 3-0 the count. And the fans are letting him have that one. Reminder on deck will be Ketel Marte. Next offering, circle change that time high. 3-1 the count. That one swung on and fouled by Freeman. Full count now as Webb has battled back. Let's see if he can finish the job. That one swung on over the ground over to Guerrero and making the tag at first for the first out. It'll now be over to Ketel Marte.
The batter number 7, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
First offering to Marte, change up low for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 from Webb. That one swung on, hit in the air out to right. Under it and near the wall will be Springer. He will make the catch at the warning track, only just. That one barely ran out of steam there for Marte, and he knows it.
Alvarez.
It'll be over to Yordan Alvarez here. 2 outs here, top of the third. Next offering from Webb. Sinker, that one will be judged outside for ball 1. That one swung on, hit in the air, out to center. Racing under it and getting there in plenty of time will be Trout, and that will retire the side. As due up for the Blue Jays, Machado, Trout, and Nimmo. And now Machado, who doubled in his last time up. Let's see what he can do here. As we begin the bottom of the third, that one hit on the ground over to the right side, making the throw over to first in plenty of time for the first out. As Toronto will already have an out on the board here, as Ketel Marte making the play over to first in plenty of time. It will be now over to Trout, who was walked in his first trip to the plate. Let's see what he does now. That one hit on the ground, but foul. Following Mike Trout will be Brandon Nimmo, the designated hitter. That one swung on, fouled behind, and we got an 0-2 count here. Next offering, that one will be in the dirt for ball 1. Swung on, fouled behind, high fastball. Usually taken pretty well from Trout, not that time. The 1-2 now. Fastball high and away, 2-2. Fastball high and tight, and ball 3 to Trout, who very well could be walked again here. But let's see, the 3-2, swung on, fouled over to the right. As once again, that section of bleacher will probably receive their 20th foul ball of the day. 3-2 to Trout, that one swung on, and that will get down for a base hit. Trout won't run over to second. He made that mistake against, I want to say, Pittsburgh. Was it last time or was it Detroit the time before that? Either way. It will be now over to Brandon Nimmo. RBI double in his last trip up to the plate. He's got a runner on first with 1 out. First offering, swung on and hammered. Brandon Nimmo. See you later. Toronto, a 3-0 lead. Wow, and what a first game here for Brandon Nimmo. A double and a home run. His, was it, 3rd RBI on the day? Wow. Toronto a 3-0 lead with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up at the plate. That one was just hung right in the middle. Nimmo saw it well, hit it, and just a beautiful hack finds right center, 420 feet. What a smack, and now it's 3-0 Toronto. In the bottom of the third with 1 out, and it's over to Vladimir Guerrero. That one swung on, although that one's going to be popped up, and O'Neal Cruz racing under it. And he'll be able to make the catch for the second out. It'll now be over to Teoscar Hernandez. First offering to Hernandez, bottom of the third. Fastball on the inside edge, 0-1. Next offering to Hernandez. Swung on for strike 2. Slider got him good. And 0-2 now here for George Kirby, who will be throwing his 40th pitch of the game. Swinging a drive, that one foul. If that one was straightened down, that one could have been heading for the wall. The 0-2 now. Teoscar holds on that one. Slider low and away for ball 1. Next offering. Fastball goes high. 2-2. And now the slider inside. Count goes to full. On deck for Toronto will be George Springer. 3-2 to Teoscar Hernandez. Swung on and fouled off to the right side once again. And the 3-2 once more. Swung on. Once again, fouled to the right. That one will be fouled behind as, well, Teoscar refuses to go down. Although that may change here in a second. Swung on up the middle. That will get through for a base hit as Toronto will have a runner on first now, as it'll go over to George Springer.
Now batting, right fielder, George Springer.
Well, what a massive game this is so far for Toronto, and it's only getting better. So the 1-0 now to Springer. Swung on, foul behind. Kirby's been dealing pretty well, but Toronto suddenly hitting the ball. That one is on a line out to right. And the center fielder can't come up with it. And we'll now have runners at the corners as Springer finds his way to first.
Second baseman,
Michael Harris cannot get the ball into his glove correctly, as Teoscar was able to round second and head to third as Bryson Stott has a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Stott's 1 for 1 on the day. Let's see if he can drive in a run for Toronto. Swung on, fouled behind. That one racing under it over in foul territory is Devers for the third out. Well, productive there inning for Toronto at the hands of Brandon Nimmo. Once again, his third RBI of the day. As we head over to the top of the fourth, Toronto leading this one 3-0. It will be over to Rafael Devers to start the fourth for Pittsburgh. Logan Webb in his 48th pitch of the game. Changeup finds the inside edge, but judged a ball by the home plate umpire. Devers reached on an error in his first trip to the plate in the first inning. So the 1-0. Fastball in the zone for ball 2. Okay, 2-0 the count now as it turns out. Changeup fouled behind. 2-1. Two and one here. Fastball down the middle, 2-2. The next offering from Webb will be low. Change up in the dirt, 3-2 with O'Neill Cruz on deck. Next offering from Webb. That one down the middle for strike 3. Changeup will be looked on by Devers. Only the second strikeout of the game for Webb, but still yet to allow a run on the board. It will be over now to O'Neill Cruz. That one swung on foul to the left. The 0-1 now. Swung on fouled behind. It's 0-2. Well, compared to the last game, Pittsburgh now having much more difficult time finding the ball here. Went at the plate. Totally new look, totally different looking sides here from both teams, realistically. Swung on. That will be over to Stott at second. Making the throw over to Guerrero at first. Only really just got there at the close play, but that one will go down for the second out.
the center fielder,
As the slow trickler to second nearly got him there. It will be now over to Michael Harris the second. 2 outs here, top of the fourth. First offering is inside for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Lined out in the second inning. After Harris will be Brian Reynolds, but let's see if they get to that point first. That one, well, really, it hit well, but again, fouled off to the left. Well, whatever foul ball disease that Toronto has, they passed it on to Pittsburgh here. 2-1 now the count. Toronto here in position to get their first win of the season. That one hit pretty well, but will go foul, only just. 2-2 now to Harris. Swung on up the middle. That will get through for a base hit. Racing over to it is Trout. Making the throw over to second. And he's going to be able to tag the runner. Harris went for it and was not quick enough to reach second. Trout's throw over to Stott, will be able to tag him out, diving into second. As Toronto escaped the inning once again, 3-0 the score. It's over to Cal Raleigh, the catcher, for his second at-bat of the day. First offering is a sinker low and away, but finds the zone for strike one. The 0-1 now from Kirby. That one swung on, hit foul. The 0-2, slider high and tight, will go ball one. 1-2 the count, swung on for strike three. Fastball well outside, will get Cal Raleigh,
The batter, number 7.
but it will now be over to Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Swung on over to left side, foul. Following Witt Jr. will be Machado. Bobby Witt had that single in the second inning. 1-2 on the day. 1-1 here, swung on, fouled away again. 0-2 here quickly to Witt. Third offering, swung on for strike three as the slider will get Witt. And Toronto right now looking much as what they used to, swinging at some wild pitches here. Let's see if that changes with Machado, also 1-2 on the day.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Sinker outside for ball one. The 1-0. Swung on, fouled behind on the fastball high. 1-1 the count. That one swung on, popped into the air. Catcher under it and making the catch in plenty of time will be Jonah Heim without any difficulty. We move now to the fifth, where Pittsburgh will have one more opportunity to put some runs on the board. Reynolds, McCutchen, and Heim, the next three for Pittsburgh. Webb will remain on the mound, throwing now his 63rd pitch of the game. It's with Brian Reynolds. First offering swung on and hit over to Witt Jr. at short, making the throw over to first, and a great play there on the off-balance throw will get the first out. As Toronto now just 2 outs away from their first win of the season, with Andrew McCutchen now up to bat here. Sinker will get the outside edge for strike one. Next offering from Webb, fouled behind, 0-2. From Webb, swung on, hit on the ground over to Witt Jr. on the hop, throws over to first and will note he'll be safe. McCutchen beats out the throw to first. It will go down as a base hit. That one took a weird bounce there, as Witt was able to make the grab and the throw, and oh, he has only just made it there. Good play, but not in time. It'll be over now to Jonah Heim, runner on first. Checks over to first. Oh, he's got him! He's got him on the tag. Logan Webb has picked off Andrew McCutchen at first. Wow, and we've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Pittsburgh down to the last out. Let's see what Heim can do. It will be 0-1 as the changeup finds the low and away corner. The next offering from Webb. Check swing, home plate umpire says he went. And Toronto is 1 pitch away from shutting out Pittsburgh and getting their first win of the season. The 0-2 from Webb. And that will be it. Toronto getting their first win of the season, due in part to the batting by acquisition in the trade market, Brandon Nimmo, with 3 RBI on the day. What a game, and again, as it turned out, both sides looking completely different than what they showed in the first game of this series. Kirby gets the loss, Webb gets the win. What a game for the Blue Jays, as that will certainly help their causes here in the early days of the season. And now over to Busch Stadium, where the Cardinals hosting the White Sox once again, fresh off of being no-hit by Clayton Kershaw. It'll be a good one on the mound today for both sides, as it will be for St. Louis, Justin Verlander, for obviously the Cardinals, and then for the White Sox, it will be over to Sonny Gray, I believe. This Cardinals team looking to bounce back. Let's see if they can do that here against this White Sox lineup packed with power. So as we said, it will be Justin Verlander on the mound. One of the best pitchers of all time. And he's here again starting off Ronald Acuna Jr., the designated hitter. First offering of the game from Verlander. Fastball, inside edge for strike one. Again, St. Louis got no hit by Kershaw and the Sox last time out in the game of the week. Good decision. Slider gets him, strike two. Big swing from Acuna. As now the 0-2 from Verlander. That one, fastball down the middle, swung and missed for strike three. And we've got our first retirement of the day. It'll now be over to the second baseman, Trey Turner. Curveball just misses there for ball one outside. From the 1-0. Swung and hit over on the third baseline, although it goes foul. The 1-1. Swinging a drive over to the third baseman, Arenado cannot make the play, and that one will trickle through for a base hit, potentially even extras, and thrown over to second. Turner does not advance, and we got a runner on first. It'll now be over to the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Runner on first, one out here. First offering to Carroll. Fastball. Gets him for strike one. Checks over to first. Turner is back in plenty of time. Swinging a drive over to Altuve. 4-6. Over to 3. And no, Carroll will be safe at first, but at least one out was made on the play. Throw over from Corey Seager was not in time. We'll be over to Jose Ramirez, runner on first with two outs here, top of the first. That offering, well, I thought found the zone. Home plate umpire disagreed. We got ball one. The 1-0 to Ramirez. Fastball, barely off the inside edge for ball two. 2-0. Fastball goes low. 3-0 to Ramirez. And the 3-0 pitch. That'll be inside for ball four, as Ramirez will take first. And we got a runner on first and second now. It'll be over to Luis Robert Jr. Fastball inside for strike one.
0-1.
The 0-1 swung on, fouled over to the right for strike two. Oh, 0-2, swung on, hit over to Goldschmidt at first, making the play at the base for the final out of the inning. So White Sox gets a one hit on the board there, walked over to first. That'll be about it on the offensive side, but it's over to St. Louis now. Altuve, Goldschmidt, and Albies, the first three. And on the mound for Chicago will be Sonny Gray. I believe took that loss. Or no, I think he took the win, actually. Hang on. I think he's 1-0 on the season. Am I correct about that? Will be Suzuki starting out in left field as always.
Number 27, Suzuki.
Sonny Gray did lose against the Atlanta Braves in the second game of Series 1. First offering to Altuve, swung on and missed for strike one. Swung on up the middle. Oh, nearly into the glove of Gray. Will he be able to make the play over to first? And he will. Good recovery from Gray, who on the backhand, the ball nearly didn't find its way into the glove. It'll be over to Goldschmidt, next the first baseman, Ozzie Albies, Nolan Arenado, Contreras, Garcia, Seager, Buxton, and Jones. Round up the starting lineup there for St. Louis. What a play there from Gray. On the backhand, didn't really get into the glove first time. Was able to make the play over to first. Cutter upstairs, go for strike one against Goldschmidt. The 0-1.
1-1.
Curveball outside. 1-1 now. Swung on, fouled over to the right. And 1-2 to Goldschmidt.
That's a ball.
Fastball upstairs, 2-2. As that one was judged a ball. Next offering, slurve outside, full count now to Goldschmidt with Ozzie Albies on deck, the designated hitter. And that one will be judged a strike there. Inside is called for strike three as Goldschmidt can't believe that one. As Gray will have his first strikeout of the day. And it will now be over to Ozzie Albies. Yeah, and that one is... couldn't even tell you. Anyway, over to the designated hitter. First offering fastball finds the high edge. Bit of a makeup call that one, it seemed, as it goes for ball one. Second offering to Albies. Swung on over to the left side. Third baseman makes the throw over to first in plenty of time for the final out of the first inning. Both sides remain scoreless after one. Due up for Chicago, Suzuki, Realmuto, and Gunnar Henderson. Verlander will retake the mound here. The left fielder now Seiya Suzuki. So the 1-0. Fastball, that one was just high as Gary Simmons behind home plate again did not like the look of that one. Two-0 now to Suzuki. That time the slider will be inside. 3-0 the count. Fastball, high and down the middle for strike one. 3-1 now. That one swung on, hit in the air out to left center. Racing under it and trying to get there is Jones. Instead, it will be the center fielder of Byron Buxton racing over and making the wall, making the catch at the wall. Suzuki was damn near close to getting the first run on the board, but instead it will fall to JT Realmuto. First offering is hammered out to left center. That one will get down for a base hit. Jones making the grab, throws over to second. He will not be going for two, as Realmuto will be the first runner aboard here of the inning for Chicago. It'll be over to the shortstop now, Gunnar Henderson. First offering, a bit of a pitch out there from Verlander, something you don't see too often in today's game, the pitch out. Checks over to first. Realmuto will be back in plenty of time. So the 1-0. Fastball down the middle for strike one.
1-1.
The 1-1 now. Swung on the ground to Altuve, making the play over at first. Realmuto was already on the move trying to steal, so he'll take second. Henderson will be thrown out at first. And we got two outs now. Runner in scoring position for Chicago. It's over to Yandy Diaz. Fastball low and inside for strike one. That one swung on over to Arenado at third, thrown over to first in plenty of time for the final out. Well, Chicago, some steady hits here for the White Sox, but still yet to put a run on the board as due up for St. Louis will be Arenado, Contreras, and Garcia. Let's see if the Cardinals can make something happen here. As again, leading off will be the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. First offering. Slurve down the middle for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Swung on and absolutely piped out to left center. See you later. As St. Louis will take the lead with a one-run shot from Nolan Arenado. What an absolutely crushed pitch that one. As due up now for St. Louis will be William Contreras, the catcher, but what an absolute shot. Does that one go down as a frozen rope? I didn't quite see it. Let's see what the tracker gives us. Not necessarily frozen rope, but 453 feet. 110 mile an hour off the bat. What a smack for Arenado. It's over to Contreras as St. Louis take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. By the way, that was the first hit of the game for St. Louis. And their first hit since they played Milwaukee. As remember, they were no-hit last time out by Kershaw. First offering to Contreras is taken for strike one. The 0-1 now.
Ball.
Fastball will go high, 1-1.
1 strike.
Next offering, fastball high and away. That'll be judged as ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 now to Contreras. Swung on for strike 2, sinker outside.
2 balls.
Gets him swinging there. 2-2. Swung on into the grass in left center. That one will get down for a base hit. Calm as you'd like. Routine base hit there for Contreras as the Cardinals have another runner aboard. It'll now be over to the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Runner on first, no outs here in the bottom of the second.
1-0.
So the 1-0. That fastball will be too low, 2-0.
That's ball 3.
Slurve low in the dirt, 3-0 the count with Corey Seager on deck. This is a massive pitch right here. Do not want runners on first and second. That one is hit in the air out to right center, over towards the wall. That one will bounce off the wall, will surely score another run. As Garcia will take second, runner will be rounding home. And it's a 2-0 ball game as an RBI double for Adolis Garcia will score Contreras. Nicely hit pitch, and I tell you what, had he hit it a little bit earlier, that one probably could have been a home run. Just a tad late off the bat there, really. Still good hit either way. First offering to Seager is a sinker low for strike one. Runner on second, still no outs here, bottom of the second. And the 0-1. Fastball low. After Seager will be over to the center fielder of Byron Buxton, followed by Nolan Jones. Swung on for strike 2. Curveball gets him.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Garcia still standing on second as the next offering from Gray. Fastball inside, 2-2. And once again from Gray. That one swung on, and that will get down for a base hit. Adolis Garcia, will he be headed for home? No, he won't. He'll hold at third. And that'll be a base hit for Seager. Runners at the corners with no outs. It's over to the center fielder, Byron Buxton, as Gray is letting this one get away from him. Fastball. Gets the inside edge there for strike one as Buxton does not swing. Following Buxton will be over to Nolan Jones. The 0-1 from Gray. Swung on, fouled behind, strike 2. And now the 0-2 to Buxton. Swung on. Oh, hit very well, but that one will be pulled foul. And we'll do it again.
Ball one.
Curveball goes low and outside. 1-2 now.
Strikes the count.
The 1-2. Swung on for strike 3. Gets him on the slurve. And that'll go for the first out.
Batting ninth.
It'll now be over to Nolan Jones.
Nolan.
Just a beautiful slurve there. 13 inches of break. Jeez. Will be now over to Nolan Jones. Double play ball probably in play here. Anything hit in the air will be tagged on, surely. First offering is swung on for strike 1. So the 0-1 now to Jones. Swung on, hit over to the right side, on the bounce, making the play. 4-6-3, and that will end the second. As Jones grounds into a double play there. But not before. St. Louis take a 2-0 lead. Couple of great hits there for St. Louis, and of course the home run from Arenado. As the Cards go into the third in the lead. It will be back over the top of the order for Chicago with Justin Verlander offering to Acuna, as that one will be fouled off to the right. Goldschmidt racing towards it in foul territory and making the catch by the wall. And that will be the first out.
Up next for Chicago,
It's over now to Trey Turner.
the second baseman, Trey Turner.
Hey.
Fastball gets him, strike 1.
Ball one.
Curveball upstairs does go as ball 1. That'll be swung on, foul to the left for strike 2. Next offering, swung on for strike 3. Gets him on the fastball. As that'll be the second strikeout of the day for Verlander. And looking to be somewhat of a quick inning here for St. Louis. As the fastball swung and missed, it'll now be over to the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. First offering.
Ball one.
Fastball goes just high. And now the 1-0. Swung on. That may get through. Diving play by Altuve. Can't come up with it, and that will put Carroll on first. That one will probably be scored as a base hit. Yes, it will. Good effort on the play there from Arenado. Can't come up with it. It's over to Jose Ramirez. First offering.
Ball, that
Fastball outside. And now the 1-0.
Hey.
Down the middle, fastball for strike 1. Swung on and missed by Ramirez. Swung on, fouled behind. We'll do it again. 1-2 the count. Hit over to the left side, and that one will get through for a base hit. It's just a little blooper over. And that'll be a base hit for Jose Ramirez. Carroll moves over to second. It's with Luis Robert Jr. Runner in scoring position now, first and second, with 2 outs here. First offering, the fastball goes just high. Next offering, swung on and missed for strike 1. Great slider from Verlander. 1-1 now the count. Swung on, fouled over to the right for strike 2. 1-2 now to Luis Robert Jr. Swung on for strike 3. Verlander gets him on the slider, and the side is retired. And Chicago will have to wait until the 4th to get any runs on the board, and it's over now back to St. Louis. In control of this one for now. Of course, that Chicago side, very good and very likely that they could come back. It will be over to Jose Altuve in the top of the order for St. Louis. First offering, the sinker goes low, but finds the zone for strike 1. The 0-1 from Gray.
Inside, ball one.
Fastball goes inside, 1-1. The 1-1 now.
Ball.
That fastball will go high,
You got
2-1.
balls, 1 strike.
Next offering to Altuve, swung on, foul to the right for strike 2. 2-2 the count now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ball 1.
So it's over now to Goldschmidt. The 1-0, swung on and fouled over to the right. 1-1 now the count, as Altuve was retired. Swung on, fouled to the right. We'll do it again. 1-2. Swung on for strike 3. Goldschmidt racing over to first will not get there, as that'll be the second out. Now it'll be over to the designated hitter, Ozzie Albies.
Ball
First
1,
offering,
no strike.
fastball goes high for ball 1. As Gray seems to have reeled it in, at least for the time being, after that, what was a very poor second inning. Next offering swung on for strike 1,
1-1.
as the curveball gets him good. 2 outs here, bottom of the third.
Hey.
Curveball gets Albies again, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2, swung on, hit on the ground, over to the right, nearly caught on the line by the second baseman, a Turner. I was going to say hit on the ground, I thought it was. That one was just absolutely a frozen rope into right field.
Arenado.
It'll now be over to the third baseman, Nolan Arenado, who's homered in this game already. Runner on first in the bottom of the third. First offering, fastball low, swung on for strike 1.
0-1.
The 0-1 now to Arenado. Swung on for strike 2, fastball outside.
2 is the count.
And now the 0-2 from Gray. Swung on, hit in the air, out to right. That one will get through for a base hit, maybe even extras, as it trickles over to the wall in right center. The Carroll can't come up with it, and now probably rounding third. At least the run. Arenado will hold at second. I believe that was Altuve standing on first. He will make it home. Oh, no, that was that Albies? It was Ozzie Albies. That's right. He just had that base hit. Ozzie Albies rounding third, making home. And I think, honestly, probably could have even had third there if you wanted. But it's 3-0 for St. Louis. It's just over to William Contreras. RBI double and a homer on the day for Arenado. That one's hit on the ground to Gunnar Henderson. Thrown over to first and will be in time to retire the side. And Nolan Arenado, what a day he's having. Home run and an RBI double. 3-0 Cards going to the fourth. As it's now over to Seiya Suzuki. First offering from Verlander, outside edge for strike 1. So Suzuki flew out in the second. Remember, had that really close one. That's nearly found its way over the wall. Was caught on the warning track.
That's a ball.
Change up low for ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Swung on, foul behind. The 1-2 from Verlander. That'll be in the dirt for ball 2. Slider inside, 3-2 now the count with JT Realmuto on deck. The 3-2 offering to Suzuki. That'll be swung on, fouled behind. We'll do it again. Full count pitch from Verlander. Swung on into the air. That one will be fouled. 3-2. Swung on up the middle. That will get through for a base hit as Verlander's not able to field it there on his glove hand. That one will trickle through as Suzuki takes first.
Now batting.
It'll be over now to JT Realmuto. Runner on first, top of the fourth with no outs. Curveball swung on for strike one.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1.
Yep.
Fastball outside, 1-1. Checks over to first, Suzuki back in time. So the 1-1. Swung on, fouled behind, 1-2. Slider goes low. Two and two now. Swung on, popped into the air. Arenado is going to be under that one. This will most likely be the first out, and it will. So 1 out for Chicago as JT Realmuto flies out to third. Suzuki still standing on first.
The batter, number 5.
It'll now be over to Gunnar Henderson.
Henderson.
Swung on at the handle. Fouled behind for strike one. The 0-1 swung on for strike two as the changeup will get him. And the 0-2 now to Henderson.
Ball.
Curveball outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
One and two.
That's ball 2.
Changeup will find the flowing away for ball two. 2-2 now to Henderson.
3-2.
Curveball in the dirt does not fool him. 3-2 with Diaz on deck. Runner on first, 1 out here, top of the fourth. What will Verlander do? Fastball down the middle, sat on for strike three. As Henderson does not get the bat off his shoulders.
The first baseman, number 6.
His shoulder. Only have the bat on one shoulder. Anyway. Fourth strikeout of the day for Verlander. It's over to Yandy Diaz. Runner on first with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Fastball inside edge for strike one. And the 0-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Slider goes low, just low for ball two. Oh, sorry, for ball one. 1-1 the count.
Ball.
Slider again, that time goes low. 2-1 now the count. Swung on, hit up the middle. That will go for a base hit. Runner rounding second, probably going to go to third and chooses not to, so the runner will stay at second. That'll be Suzuki, as Diaz will get a base hit. It'll now be back over to Ronald Acuna Jr. with the top of the order. Runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. First offering changeup inside, swung on for strike one. There's a big at-bat here for Acuna. What can he do? The 0-1 from Verlander, swung on, fouled behind for strike two. Oh and 2 now.
That's a ball.
Slider up high and away.
1 ball.
1 and 2.
2 strikes.
But 1 and 2 now to Acuna. Swung on for strike three. The changeup low will get him, and that will retire the side. Then once again, Chicago gets runners in scoring positions, but Verlander shuts him down. Bottom of the fourth now, it'll be over to Adolis Garcia. Sonny Gray remains on the mound. Fastball finds the outside edge low for strike one. Swung on, fouled over to left. That will be strike two. Good grab there from the ball boy. 0-2 now the count. Swung on for strike three. Fastball chokes him up there. as Garcia will go down on strikes. 5th strikeout of the day for Sonny Gray. It's over to Corey Seager. First offering, swung on and hit very well, but that one will trickle foul towards the end of it. Only just pulled. The 0-1 now to Seager.
That's a ball.
Fastball, well, I thought that was in the zone.
1-0.
Home plate umpire Gary Simmons did not agree. And 1-1 now the count. Swung on, hit up the middle. Henderson was ready for it. Shifted over right behind second base. That one will be the second out as Henderson makes the throw over to first. And he was really prepared for that one. He was lined up almost directly behind second base there. It'll now be over to Byron Buxton. First offering the sinker, low down the middle for strike one as it's held. The 0-1. Swung on and hit out to left. If it finds the pole, that one is gone. And it will be a home run for Byron Buxton. Only just finds its way fair. 418 feet out to left. Great smack of the ball. And the Cardinals have a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 4th. That one hit really well again. Only just found its way fair. It'll now be over to Nolan Jones. First offering, fastball high and away for strike one. And the 0-1 now the count. Swung on, and that one's hit. Hit really well. Goodness me, I'm losing my words. Back-to-back homers here for St. Louis as Nolan Jones this time goes yard out to right. 5-0 Cardinals. And what a shot out to right again. Jones didn't look totally convinced that one was going to stay fair until it did. Once again, another pitch thrown pretty much down the middle for Gray. Swung on in a great drive. 418 feet, exactly as far as Corey Seager's home run. Sorry, Buxton. It's now over to the top of the order with Jose Altuve. 2 outs here, bottom of the 4th.
Ball.
Fastball goes just high for ball one. The 1-0. Fastball outside, swung on, 1-1.
1 strike.
One and one now.
2 balls.
Slurve
1
outside, 2-1. 2-1 to Altuve.
Ball, that's outside.
Check swing there, goes 3-1. It's Goldschmidt on deck. Count once again, 3-1 here to Altuve. Fastball down the middle for strike two. And we got full count. Three and two pitch to Altuve. Swung on, fouled behind. That will keep the at-bat alive for now. The next offering from Gray. Swung on, fouled behind. We'll do it again. Three and two pitch. Swung on, hit out to right. That one hit well, but under it in plenty of time is that of Corbin Carroll for the third out. But Byron Buxton, Nolan Jones, back-to-back homers for St. Louis, and they've got a 5-0 lead heading into the top of the fifth. Verlander will remain on the mound. It's over to Trey Turner. First offering, fastball low, allegedly. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. Fastball that time will go high, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
2-0 from Verlander. Swung on, hit up the middle, out to center. Racing under it and not able to get there is the center fielder of Byron Buxton. That one gets down for a base hit, as Buxton just didn't quite have the legs under him to be able to get there. It'll now be over to Corbin Carroll. Fastball Low and outside corner, 1-0. Sorry, 0-1 the count for strike one. The 0-1. Change up, swung on for strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering.
1 ball,
In the dirt.
2
Could.
strikes.
Well, Turner did not end up going for second. 1-2 now the count. Next offering swung on, fouled behind. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Swung on over to the right side. Fielded by Goldschmidt. 3-6. Back over to 3. Carroll will be safe at first. And that will be the first out. Turner thrown out at second. Throw back from Seager was not in time. It's over now to Jose Ramirez. Runner on first, top of the fifth with 1 out. Ramirez singled in the third. 78th pitch from Verlander. Swung on, hit on the ground, backed over to Goldschmidt. 3-6, back over to 3, and that time will get him. As St. Louis will shut out the White Sox after having been no hit in Game 1. Massive game from Buxton and Jones. And as well from, I believe, Ozzie Albies as well. No, Arenado. What a game for St. Louis. Way to bounce back, and they will still have control of the National League.